In LA, you need a permit to shoot in your own home, in your own backyard. I shadowed a director on a feature and the producer hadn't gotten any permits. Go figure. Yeah, and we got shut down. We were shooting in LA County and we got shut down. And then you've got your crew and your cast. You only have so many days to shoot on a feature. And you're like, now we got to scramble. Only had so many days to shoot. We had to shoot so many scenes a day to make our day. And now we're like, okay. It was in a home. It was in the DP's garage, you know, and it was a waste. I mean, if we hadn't, the director and I hadn't huddled and been able to find another location, we were able to make a day out of it, but it was pulling strings like you can't believe and letting some actors go, getting other actors in. A garage is not a private location. Unfortunately, not in LA County. It's not considered a private location. You're impacting the ingress and egress of the street and the parking, and the neighbors can complain that you're using up the parking of the street and people are driving through and they don't like it. And if you don't have a permit, it's just like you can't cook in your kitchen and call it a restaurant. It's just, you can't do it. You can't open up your kitchen and call it an eatery. You can't open up your garage and call it a film studio. You just can't do it. It's against regulations unless you have a permit. You can do it for a day if you have a film permit, but you can't do it if you don't have a permit. In LA, if you're in Orrange County, the regulations are different. If you don't get caught, you're great. But if you get caught, if somebody calls up the fire department and you get caught, they're going to come, knock on the door. Where's your permit? They already know you don't have one, because if you had one, they would have been notified and they would have put notices on every door in the neighborhood. So they already know you don't have one. But they come and knock on the door. Where's your permit? You don't have one. They're like, you have 30 minutes to vacate the premises. One of my last short films, we shot it entirely in Orange County, so we were all no permits needed. But the other film I did was under FilmLA, and we had locations in LA, and we shot at this one nightclub, and we had all our permits. Thank you very much. And we were shooting at this one place, and we were all parked up and everything ready to go. And the police came by. They saw the cars parked around on the street and in the parking lot, and they stopped by. I'm inside. My producer's in the holding area outside. And the police came walking up, and they're like, "What you doing?" She said, "Oh, we're shooting a movie." They said, "Oh, really?" She said, here's our permit." And they're like, "Oh, okay, good." So then she came inside, and she was like, "The police came by. I got to show them the permit." And I was like, good for you. But she was so happy. She said, "I've never had to do that before. It was really great." I was like, well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that was good for you. So, oh man, what makes people happy? People do it every day. There are people out there in LA shooting in little parks and on the street and in their backyards every day with little cameras. They don't make a big deal out of it. But my feeling is, why take a chance? If you've paid money for craft services, if you've rented a camera and spent, like $1,500 for the weekend or whatever really nice camera you're going to rent, and you're paying a crew and you're paying your actors and you're paying for a lot of food for a really nice craft services, and then you have not even a big grip truck, you just have cars. Everybody parks their car. So you have 10 cars on the street because you've got your crew and your cast. Even a small cast and a small crew, you're still going to have like 10 cars. It suddenly people start to notice things like that. They notice 10 cars in the neighborhood on the street in front of their house. They're like, "Oh, are they having a party at 8 o'clock in the morning?" It's like, I don't think so. I think they're shooting a movie. And then if they're a nice neighbor, they won't say anything. But if they're a crappy neighbor, they're going to call. Yeah, and I've shot where I've used a parking garage and shuttled people. When I shot in the Colony in Malibu, you can't park in there. There's just no parking. So we rented a church parking lot and we parked everyone in the parking lot and we shuttled people to the house. You can put more than one location on a single permit. You can put up to 14 days worth of locations on a permit. For the one price, you can get a lot of locations on that one permit application. A lot of locations on that one application, which we did. It just becomes expensive when you're shooting one day, one location, and paying the same price for the one day. And location managers can help you navigate all of that.